What's up, my traders? What's up, my people? I hope you guys are having an awesome day. So I'm so excited today, and I want to also share this video with you guys. So I'm excited for a couple of reasons. Number one, today is my birthday, as you guys know. Secondly, today is also my anniversary with my wife, 7 years anniversary. I proposed to my wife 7 years ago in the Pyramid of Giza in Egypt. So today is also still another big day for me, and I want to use this opportunity to also introduce something which is very exciting in my community, a prop firm which most of my students have gotten payouts from that particular prop firm, and I want us to be able to test them A to Z, beginner to pro, start to finish line, to see if they're as good as everyone say they are, or if they are as hype as everyone is hyping them. All right, so the prop firm I'm talking about here is Aquafunded. All right, Aquafunded, the name is very simple. I think I've watched the movie Aquaman, and it was one of my favorite movies. So that one, everyone can easily remember the name Aquafunded. This video is also very timely because we are also in an area in our channel where we have both Forex, CFD, or the futures side, because we have content. I have authority now in the space of both Forex and futures. In short, when it comes to futures trading, I am the only trader in Africa now, or in the African continent, that is making money trading futures. Not to even talk of teaching it, but making money trading futures. 2025 alone, end of 2025, got into futures after waiting for almost 6 years, made almost about $300,000, documented everything on this particular channel. So this is a very timely video because this Aquafunded offers both CFDs and futures at the same time. So let's do one thing at a time. Let's not confuse ourselves, all right? Please stay with me. Let's do one thing at a time. Let's handle the CFD side today. We're going to be getting a 100K account from Aquafunded. We're going to go through their website. We're going to go through the dashboard. We're going to go through their challenges. And then we're going to also take the trades, do the analysis. We're going to be using the strategy GUMVRO to see if we're going to be able to also pass this challenge and also subsequently get a payout. So let's not just talk about payouts from other traders. Let's talk about our own payout, right? So let's get into the video to see what Aquafunded has in store for us, because we're going to be testing everything. All right, if you come to their website, they have one of the best, wide team website I've seen in the space. And like I said, you can trade crypto, you can trade futures and all of that. So let's focus on Forex for today. And in the future, we're going to talk about futures. Does it even make sense? Is that even English? In the future, we'll talk about futures. Yeah, that's correct, right? So let's just focus on CFDs, on Forex or CFDs for today. And you can see they have an amazing 40% discount for you guys who want to get your accounts with Aquafunded. And please don't get scammed. Check the link on the video description to go get funded with Aquafunded. And you can also get a 40% discount by just using their code right on their screen, Aqua, and you get a 40% discount. Going down, you can see more than 225,000 Forex traders. These are traders who have gotten paid. If you go on Trustpilot, they have more than 5K verified reviews. There's something they call reviews and verified reviews. Verified reviews are the ones you can't just persuade people to say, oh, please go and write a review so that I can give you something. Go and write a review for a free account. No, if you do that, according to Trustpilot policies, they're going to ban your company immediately from Trustpilot. So these are reviews from genuine traders. 5K reviews. That's awesome. 9.9 rated. Oh, that's good. Then dive into success with our capital. Good. It's just standard. Every prop firm will write that in the website. Trade with our capital and keep up to 100%. Okay, now the question is, how would a prop firm give you 100% of your profit? Where are they making the money? All right. So as someone who has worked with the prop firm for the longest, someone who has worked even on the back end of prop firms for the longest, the preliminary way prop firms make money is from the sale of challenges. All right, so obviously about 90%, or let's just say 80% of traders buying those challenges are not going to pass those challenges. So the good ones like you watching my channel, the good ones like you who are following me, the good ones like you subscribe to my channel, the top 1% or the top 10% are going to definitely get paid from the money from traders who don't know what they are doing. They've just refused not to learn or not to watch my channel. So that's why they can still give you 100%. If you make $10,000 from your funded account, they will still pay you with no problem, with zero denial. So that's why I just wanted to explain that, because if you check most of my videos, many people get confused. Anytime I talk about a prop firm and say they're going to give you 100% of your profit. So it's very, very sustainable. It's something that I've practiced. It's something that I've seen that is very sustainable for both the traders and the prop firm. Then just going down, like I said, I already told you guys about the 40% discount. You can verify rewards are right there. You know, you can also go on a prop firm match. You're going to be able to see them. You can join their Discord. 11,000 from Canada, from France, from Belgium. You know, there are many of them. There are many. We're also going to go on the dashboard. We'll go on the leaderboard to actually see the traders that are on the leaderboard. Voila, this is the most interesting part, MetaTrader 5. I don't care if I don't care any other platform they're offering. I don't give a damn, bro. If you don't have MetaTrader 5, I wouldn't even look into you. So I wouldn't even talk about other platforms, MetaTrader 5. Simple. For CFDs, MetaTrader 5. If we're talking about futures, I will talk about NinjaTrader, Tradovate, or other top platforms. But for CFDs particularly, MetaTrader 5. And they do have it. Going down, these are just, you know, some of their average reward. Average traders that are having reward $2,500. The highest reward, there's a trader who has gotten $119,000 in payout. They've paid out almost about $7 million to traders. That's huge. That's huge, bro. For a prop firm which is less than 3 years old, and they've given more than almost about $7 million in reward. That's powerful. That's powerful. Get funded today. Now let's talk about their different challenges. Like I said, you can always use the code Aqua and you get a 40% discount on your challenge. I don't normally go for instant funding. Sorry, for many reasons I've already explained to you guys. I don't usually go for instant funding because the rules are so restrictive, and in most cases it limits me from proving my edge. It limits my edge from even playing out. I want to have, you know, a challenge that will allow my edge to play out. All right, so I don't personally go for instant funding. If I were you, I will go for two-step challenge because it gives you room for error and it also gives you room for your edge to play out. So we're going to talk more on the two-step challenge, which on the two-step challenge, obviously, we're going to click on MetaTrader 5. You can choose on the standard or the pro. You know, the difference in just account sizes and also limit as well. Everything is going to explain. Let's just start with standard MetaTrader 5, and you come below 100K. I just like to start with 100K. You can even see it's their fire account because most people are buying that particular one, right? So shark funding, you can see the rules are right there, and you pay just $281. If you use the coupon code above Aqua, you will only be paying $281 instead of $469. Let's see the limit. Profit target phase 1. Obviously, this is the profit you need to reach calculated based on closing position only. Perfect. 8% phase 1 and 5% phase 2. That's standard in the industry. Some prop firms will give you 10%, but I personally don't like prop firms that go with 10%. You know, these ones, they want you to pass quick. If you know what you're doing, you get reward. You get rewarded. So 8% to pass phase 1 and 5% to pass phase 2. Voila. Maximum daily loss, 5%. There are some prop firms that will give you 2%, 1%, but 5%. They give you room again. Room for failure. Room for failure. As a trader, you're going to blow accounts. You're going to have losing trades. So you need to be able to have challenge models that give you the ability for your edge to play out and also room for error. The maximum loss, 8%, that's good. Anything between 7 to 10% maximum loss is perfectly fine. So they're in between. 8% is good. Account leverage 1:1,000. That's awesome, bro. Meaning you can hit on goal here without even thinking twice. That's good. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. So we go down. You know, reward is bi-weekly and reward is 100%. We've already spoken about that. And then that's it. That's it on their website. Every other thing is just standard for you to understand how their challenges operate and all of that. Let's quickly jump into their dashboard. Look at this. I just got myself a 100K account, and this is their dashboard right here. If I go on home, we're going to be logging into this account. Like I said, we're going to be taking the trades together. If I go on home, voila, you can see I have an account right there. If I come down, it's a 100K standard account, which is right there. You know, two-step, May 10, I got this account and I was waiting to do it. So I got this account since May 10 and I was just waiting for the right time. And also, you know, also waiting for my birthday since I knew I was going to be having a lot of time at my disposal today, and also talking about a lot of good things. I also talk about this prop firm today. So that is it. That's the account right there. We're going to be also checking. Let's just look on their dashboard to see leaderboard. Wow, their first trader on the leaderboard is actually from which chart? I think this should be Czech Republic. This should be Czech Republic or another country. I don't know the flag. I've forgotten this country, but the trader is up, with 899%. If you come down 899%, meaning he is up with $45,000 on a, let me see if I can put this. It's going to show me. No, it can't show me. On a 50K account, he's up $45,000. Wow. So you can just scroll down. You can't miss. A South African must always be there. Magalegatke. He's up with $398,000 on a 500K account. Wow, wow. Another Dylan is also there from South Africa, 383,000 profit from a from almost a 500K account. Wow, wow, wow. Just go down. You can even go right down to the 20,618 trader on the list. You're going to be able to see how, meaning you can actually come there and you see your ranking, you see where you are standing. I think this should be Ethiopia as well. Abe A from Ethiopia. Wow, wow. Anyway, let's not waste more time here. I want to see you guys on this leaderboard. I want to see you guys here. Don't just celebrate for others, also celebrate. People should also be able to celebrate you. So I want to see you guys on this leaderboard. Now, let's just quickly jump into MetaTrader 5. I like to operate inside a VPS. You can see, if I go inside my VPS, this is MetaTrader 5 up and running. Aquafunded is there. Account balance is 100,000, and you can see that's the same account we saw on. That's the same account we saw when we were talking about our dashboard. I showed you guys this same account right here. Okay, let's now. What we usually do is for GU MVRO. I don't do my analysis on MetaTrader 5. I go on TradingView, do my analysis on TradingView, and then I just come here to place the trade. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to go on TradingView to do our analysis, then we just come here to place our trade. So let's open our TradingView and see what we got for today. Let's see what we got for today. Okay. What is popping, what is popping, what is popping. So we can actually put our chart side by side, but I want us to, let's do one chart at a time. Let's just check the one that gives us one chart at a time. Okay, GU MVRO, I like that one. So this is where we'll do our analysis, and then we'll just go on MetaTrader 5 to place our trade. And since we are trading the GU MVRO on CFDs, we're going to drop this to the 1 hour time frame. We're going to drop this to the 1 hour time frame. If we're trading CFDs, GU MVRO on futures would have been using the 5-minute or the 15-minute time frame. All right, 5-minute or 15-minute time frame. So just looking at this, I can already see something which is happening on CAD-JPY. I can see something which is already happening, a trade which is already playing out on CAD-JPY. With GU MVRO, it's straightforward. You don't need to look so far before you see the setup, all right? So CAD-JPY, you can see clearly we've been in an uptrend from here. We've been in an uptrend from here, and if I have to plot my fib, I just hope our computer doesn't freeze so that you guys can see everything. So if I have to plot my fib from most recent swing low to most recent swing high, you can see we have already pushed down to the 38% level and we are closing bullish. So we can get it now, or if you are a very conservative trader, you can actually wait for this candle to close bullish. But for the sake of this video, we're going to be getting in right now, all right? For the sake of this video, let's get in right now. So we're going to quickly go and calculate the lot size we're going to use on this particular trade. Let's go on it. We're going to be going in on a long position. So long position is going to go here. My MetaTrader, okay, let's see. So I want our stop loss to go right here on pips, and then we go for a risk to reward of 1:2. Yeah, we'll go for a risk to reward of 1:2. So that is it. Let's quickly go and calculate our lot size. And to calculate the lot size we're going to be using on this particular trade so that we can only risk a particular percentage of our account. In our case, we're going to be risking 1% of our account. So you actually need a tool to do that. So go to Golov University, just type on Golov University, position size calculator. Golov University position size calculator is on Google. It's a free tool. I spent a lot of money to put this totally free for you guys. Forex trading calculator, click on it. And here, they're just going to ask for your email address. Since I've already put my email address, it's going to open. And here, you just go down to size in pips. Size, click on size in pips. What's our account size? 100,000. Percentage risk per trade, we're going to be risking 1%. And what was our stop loss? Our stop loss was 12. We need to select the asset, which was CAD JPY. CAD JPY is right here. Put the asset right there, very important. And then we select 1%. We can remove this, and then we put 12 pips. Click on an empty screen. So the lot size we're going to be using here is 8.3 lot size. We quickly go back to MetaTrader 5, go on CAD JPY. Let's see. Let's open CAD JPY. We go on CAD JPY, and then 1 hour time frame. It really doesn't matter. Well, it really doesn't matter. And then here we're going to put 8.3, and then we click on buy. Let's click on accept, buy, voila. So our trade is open. We're just going to quickly go to modify to put our stop loss and take profit. Stop loss is in pips, so we need to put it in points, which is 120 points. 120 points is equal to 12 pips. And then our take profit is 24 pips, which is 240 points. We click on OK, modify, voila. So you can see that's our stop loss, and if I can just minimize a little bit, that's our take profit right there. Let's go back to trading view to see if there's another setup we can take. Let's see. Okay. All right. I can see this one as well. Let's see. Okay, let's drop it back. Let's drop it back to 1 hour time frame. And then here, good. We can see we've already had a cross right here. So we've had a cross right here. So we're supposed to enter by the close of this candle, but we missed it already. So this becomes our most significant swing low, and this one becomes our most significant swing high. So we only just have to play the waiting game here. If we can drop my fips from there to there, we are almost approaching the 38% level. So we have to actually wait. But if you are someone like me again, that so long as I've already seen how the structure is going, the market structure has also changed from higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, to lower lows, lower highs, lower low, lower highs. So I can also enter on a sell right here. So we're going to be entering on a sell on US Tech. So sell, we're going to actually come here on a short position. We're going to enter here on our short position. I just want us to risk about, let's risk about 1,000 pips. Let's risk about 1,000 pips. And then we're going to go for a risk to reward of 1:2. Okay, so that is it. Let's quickly go to our calculator to see if we actually have NASDAQ right here. NASDAQ is right here. NASDAQ is right there. Size in pips. Pip-based calculation are only available for Forex pairs. Okay. So they said this one is only going to offer us for Forex pairs. So let's leave out NASDAQ for now, guys. That's the beauty of Forex. You have many pairs you can trade with. So if you see something that doesn't fit your agenda, you let it go. So Mr. Gold, what is happening on gold? We have this clear downtrend right here, which was crossed right here. This become our most significant swing low, most significant swing high. So if we can drop our FIB from here to here, we actually still have to wait. We have to play the waiting game for the market to actually push right up to our 38% level, 50 or 61% level for us to look for a sell. So we actually still want this to happen, then we look for our sell and continue a sell at that particular point in time. We're all going to be looking for sell opportunities until whenever what happens, until whenever the moving average cross to give us an indication that we are now in a bullish trend. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to play the waiting game. More money is made in Forex trading waiting than actually trading. Let's go to other Forex pairs to see if there's actually something we can take. AUD USD, still the same setup I saw on gold. CAD CHF, voila. I'm not even going to wait. We're going to be entering on a buy on this one straight to the point. So if I can drop my FIB from here to here, you can see we've already pushed right down to the 38% level and we are almost closing bullish. So for the sake of this video, I wouldn't be waiting for the next candle to close bullish, but I advise to do that on your part. So I'm going to be entering on a buy on cash CHF. Let's go here. We're going to go on a long position, which is going to be here. Stop loss is going to, let's risk about 5 pips. 5 pips. This is the 1 hour. This is cash CHF and the pip value is very high. So let's risk about 5 pips to go for 10 pips, right? So let's quickly go and calculate our lot size. We're going to come here on cash CHF. Cash CHF, where are you? Do we even, okay, we have it. And then size in pips, account size 100. We're going to risk 1%. And the stop loss is actually 5 pips. Click on the empty screen. So we're going to be using 20 lot size. Yes, this is a situation where you can actually use, this is 100,000, right? You can actually use 20 lot size on trades like this. So let's go to CAD JPY. You can see our next trade is there. We are almost still in a trade. But let's go to CAD CHF, CAD CHF, CAD CHF. We don't have it. We're just going to quickly add. CAD CHF is right here. Chart window, and then we're just going to maximize this. We're going to be using 20 lot size. Yes, that's very, very normal. Good. So that's our position right there, and we are already very deep. So in some positions like this, some pairs have more spreads than others. That's why you see we are already down by almost about $150. So we're going to put there 5 pips, which is the same as 50 points, and this one is going to be 10 pips. I like to just add 1 pip. So let's make it 11 pips or 110 points. Click on modify, and voila, you can see that's exactly where we want our stop loss to stand. Let's go to the left a bit. That's exactly where we want our stop loss to stand, and that's where we want our take profit to be. So we're risking 1% to go for 2%. Let's go to the next trade on our list. You just follow your system. You don't need to trade with emotions. Follow your system. Follow your system without any emotions involved. Euro AUD. Let's see. Euro AUD. Yes, I can see a typical buy, but we need to wait for a pullback. I want us to have at least 3 or 4 trades, right? So we need a pullback right to the FIPS level and then a continuation, because I cannot, without even bringing in the FIP, I can already see very, very clearly. So we actually need a pullback right down to the 38 or the 50% level. So we're going to wait at that point. Euro CAD, the same thing. We need a pullback, because if we can drop our FIP from most recent swing high to most recent swing low here, we need a pullback right up to 38, this or this, and then we can enter on a continuation here, stop loss there. So we still need to play the waiting game. Euro CHF, the same thing which is happening right here. We can't enter on a sell or a buy right here. We actually need a reasonable pullback right up to our FIPS level, and then we can enter. Euro JPY, what's happening, what's popping, the same thing. Most of this setup would have happened in the night. We still need a pullback right up to our FIPS level and then continue going down. That's why if I drop my FIP from there to there, you can see FIPS level is right up there. We still need a pullback. Guys, if you haven't watched the detailed video I made about the GU MVRO strategy, just click the link above to watch that video. So I'm assuming you guys have already watched the detailed video. That's why I'm just talking about the methodology of the strategy. Euros, what happened with Euro? Wow, look at that. Then Euro USD. The same thing, we need to wait for a pullback. We need to wait for a pullback to our FIPS level. If we can plot, this will become our most significant swing low, most significant swing high. Our FIP is going to run from here to here. Then we need to wait for a pullback right up to our FIPS level here. Any of this level here, and then close bearish, and then we're going to look for a sell and a continuation in the direction of the market. We only trade in the direction of the market. Great Britain Pound CAD, the same thing, you see. So unfortunately, we don't have too many setups we're going to take, but we don't force ourselves to take setups, all right? I'm just going to come back and I'll keep monitoring these setups. Immediately they get to my key levels, that's where I'm going to be looking to sell. Great Britain Pound CAD is the same thing. I need to wait for it to get to those key levels and I look to sell. Great Britain Pound JPY, the same thing. Wow, we had a lot of missed setups in the day. Would have entered on the sell right here on most of those positions. So again, most significant swing low, most significant swing high right here. So we need to wait again for the market to push back to our significance level for us to sell, which is going to be somewhere around here. All right. So we're going to be playing the waiting game. Great Britain Pound USD should be a similar thing to all the Great Britain Pounds. Remember, this is Great Britain Pound. So Great Britain Pound JPY, Great Britain Pound NZD, they should all have a positive correlation. So that's why. Okay, let's look at Great Britain Pound NZD. We are having a cross right here, which is already late. We were supposed to enter by the close of this candle on a buy, because you can see that's the buy crossing right there. We're supposed to enter right there, but since we're already late, what we need to do is to wait for a pullback to our FIPS level and a continuation. So our FIP is going to down run from here to here. Good, and we're just going to play the waiting game for it to pull down to either the 38.51 or the 50 or 61% level, and then we're going to look for a buy to continue on Great Britain Pound NZD. Oh, I think those are all the pairs we can actually see. All the other, with this one as well, we need to wait for a pullback, more significant swing low, more significant swing high. We need a pullback to those particular levels. So even if I plot like this, we need a pullback again back to those levels. So we still need to wait. NZD CHF, wow. We miss a lot of setups. You were supposed to enter on a nice sell somewhere here. You would have already been out of that trade, the risk to reward of 1:2 ever since. But for now, what do? We just plot more significant swing low, more significant swing high. FIP is going to run from here to here, and then we wait for the market to push back to our FIPS levels, which is either going to be, this level, this, or this, and then any candle that closed bearish from that point, we're going to enter on a sell. Stop loss goes there. We go for a risk to reward of 1:2. NZD USD, the same thing. We are in a down. You ask yourself the number one thing: what is the market direction? And in our case, it's a bearish market, so we have to wait for the market to pull back to our FIPS level. Okay, I actually like this. Let's see this one if we can get into this trade. Most significant swing high is there. Most significant swing low is there. It's still very, very low. I don't actually like this. The pullback is still very, very small. But since the bullish trend is so deep, we've been having a bullish trend right from the 10th of May. And since it's so strong, these are some particular pairs that I used to jump in even early, all right? In your case, I'll advise you wait for it to actually pull down to your FIPS levels. But for the sake of this video, and also because I'm an aggressive trader, I'm going to jump into this particular one on a long position, all right? So my long is going to go there. My stop loss is going to go on about 15 pips, and then, no, this is USD JPY. Let's risk 20 pips, and then we go for 40 pips. 20 pips, and then we'll go for 40 pips. Let's quickly go and calculate the lot size. USD JPY, where are you? You should be somewhere here. USD JPY. Perfect, this is it. And then what is our stop loss? 20 pips, and then we're risking 1%. Click on the empty, means we're using a lot size of 5. Let's quickly go and place the trade. Let's go here. We're going to look for USD JPY. Let's minimize this one. USD JPY, do I have it open? Yes, right there. And then we're going to put there receiving still. We can just switch this to candlesticks, and then we increase the size, push it right to the left. And then we're going to put there 5 lot size. Click on buy, come here on modify, right click, go to modify. Stop loss is 20 pips or 200 points. Take profit is 2 times that, which is 40 pips or 400 points. Click on modify. Voila, that's our stop loss, and that's our take profit right there. So, normally when you get into the trade, there's something we call spreads. So you start in the negative, and then you need to pay for those spreads before you go in profit. So we're going to come back. Those are all our 3 trades. We have 1 buy on CAD JPY, 1 buy on CAD CHF, and 1 buy on USD JPY. And you guys have seen how all our trades have played out. So let's come back. One thing I like about Aquafunded right from the on-go is the spread. Look at spread, bro. Even 0.3 pips. Look at the spread. The spreads are so tight, and that's one beauty when it comes to trading with a prop firm with tight spreads, because you don't spend so much on cost of trading. So their spreads are very, very perfect. We're going to come back in a couple of hours after these trades have played out, and also after all our setups we plan on. Remember, we had a lot of planned setups on other pairs. These are all our planned setups. So we're going to actually come back after a couple of hours, look at these planned setups to see if there are more trades we can take, or to also see how our open trades are playing out.
A few moments later.
Welcome back. All right, so our trades are unfolding very beautifully. And just starting here on my dashboard, you can see clearly our equity, we're standing on $101,500 and almost $101,500, meaning we are almost about 2% up in profit in one single day. Anyway, let's go to MetaTrader 5 itself and actually see all the 3 trades we took. All right, so you can see clearly these are all our 3 trades that are up and running. The first one was CAD JPY, which we are down by $280. The second one, USD JPY, we are up almost about $500. And the third one, CAD CHF. Remember that CAD CHF trade, we were kind of skeptical. We are actually up by almost about $1,100 in profit. So you can see that's our equity floating on around $1,200 or so. Just those 3 trades, meaning 2 are almost hitting TP and 1 is still in a loss. Let's see those trades one by one. This is CAD CHF. This was our entry. We are right here and our stop loss is here, meaning we are standing very nicely on that particular trade. Let's see USD JPY. USD JPY, this was our entry and we are currently here, meaning very soon again we're going to be hitting TP. Let's see CAD JPY, which is the one we are not yet in the money. Good. This was CAD JPY. We are having this small pullback, but our stop loss is in a very good position, and we are hoping for it to bounce back in our direction. Now, let's quickly go on TradingView to see remember we had other pending positions which we needed the market to play out, right? So let's just quickly see what's actually happening right here. What's happening? Okay, there's actually nothing we can see. We're just going to go pair by pair to see the ones we're actually waiting for stuffs to play out. There's actually nothing we can see here. It's actually nothing there. Let's see this one as well. There's actually nothing we can see here. Okay, let's see. Let's go down. Okay, actually nothing we can see here as well. I'm just going through those pairs. We actually had some levels drawn. Okay, this one we are already in the trade. CAD CHF, we are already in the trade. CAD JPY, we are already in a trade. Euro AUD, okay, the market hasn't pulled back. We need to wait until it pulls back to our FIPS levels before we can look for an entry. The same thing with Euro CAD, Euro CHF, the same thing. Let's go to Great Britain pound pairs, Euro USD, same thing right here, same thing. We need to wait for it to pull back to our FIPS levels. Okay, this one we needed for it to also pull back to our FIPS levels. So that's it. We actually have to still play the waiting game. We need this market to pull back to our FIPS level for that consolidation to actually happen. Get back to our FIPS level where there's a high probability the market is going to be continuing in our original direction from that point. So this one didn't actually pull back to our FIPS level. We actually need to wait until that happens before we can look for an entry to jump into that particular trade. So that is it, guys. That is it. There's actually no trade we can take now. We're just going to keep monitoring these ones. These ones are playing very well. We can see very clearly that we're going to hit 2 TPs on one very soon, and that one too is going to go in TP very soon. And we are risking 1% to go for 2%, meaning if we hit TP on all those 3 trades, we're going to be making 6% for the day. And even if we hit TP on 2 and stop loss on 1, we're going to make 4% on 2 trades and lost 1% on 1 trade. At the end of the day, we're still going to close the day with plus 3%, which is our worst case scenario. We're still going to close the day with plus 3% of our account in one day, meaning tomorrow I'm just going to come and do the same thing. And remember, we have a daily drawdown of 5%, bro, meaning I have a lot of room to give my trades room to play out before my edge actually shows in the market. So that is it about Aquafunded. I actually wanted to test it out myself. Hopefully when we come back, maybe next week, we'll be able to document passing phase 1, going to phase 2, passing phase 2, and definitely getting funded. And obviously, even documenting, getting a payout, and also showing you guys. I've tested that MT5 is good, their spreads are good, their execution is top notch, it's fast, there's 0 latency. They have payout guarantee within 24 hours, or if they don't pay you within 24 hours, they're going to add $1,000, and they stick to that particular policy. So if you want to check out Aquafunded, it's a good prop firm, I can say, from what I've tested myself. So if you want to check them out, don't just take my word for what it is. You've seen it, and you're going to see on the subsequent videos that are going to come. So if you want to check them out, check the link on the video description to go get your accounts. Go get funded with Aquafunded. You can use the coupon code that I'll also leave on the video description or on the pin message to get up to 40% discount with Aquafunded. Make sure you join my free Telegram community where you'll be able to learn from me one-on-one on how to trade the Forex market. If you want to use again my recommended brokers, anything that has to do with me, you'll find the link on the video description. Check out this video, which is the next video you should be watching after this. Check out this playlist to be able to understand more on the strategy that I was using. Click here to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, and I'll see you guys on these other videos. Peace.